One of the projects in the course is the Creating Change project. And the purpose of this project is to give you a creative output for something related to the environment. And I know that's kind of vague, and it's because you actually get a choice in what project you do based on your personal interests or things that you want to dive more into. So here we are in Blackboard, and the very first item has the overview of the deadlines. It has the instructions, which I'll navigate to here soon. And then I also put example projects on here. So the examples that you have here are those from students in my previous semesters that I'm sharing with you to give you ideas for the project. You can totally 100% do exactly what you want, but sometimes it helps to have an example of what's been done in the past. So let's go over to the instructions. So there's only a few deadlines, and again, most of the deadlines are really meant to help get you started and to make sure that you're pacing out doing this project. So you'll complete a quick quiz, which is an overview of what we're talking about. You'll sign up for a topic, and the way you'll do this is actually a lot more freeform, and we'll talk more about that here soon. But you'll sign up for a topic, and the goal is that only one student is doing each topic. There is opportunities to complete extra credit, so there's 3 projects to choose from. If you choose to do a second project in one of the different categories, you can get extra credit for it. You will do peer review of your classmates, as well as leave replies. And I will make a note, we're going to see it here soon, but at the end of this document, there's also tips and tricks for completing these projects. So let's talk about the 3 different options you have. So the first option is creating a public service announcement or a PSA. And you can make a PSA on an environmental topic of your choice. Maybe it's something we covered in class. Maybe it's something we didn't get to cover in class. So whatever you want it to be about, you just need to sign up for it, but it's up to you which environmental issue you'd like to explore more. One of the deadlines is just an outline. So you're just kind of essentially, hey, here's what I'm going to do. You'll need to include a piece of data. So for all of these projects, data is king. If you can say, this is why we need to care. There's 5 million sea turtles dying a year because of this. We need numbers. We need data. We need to know why this is important. So your outline is just an outline of what your video is going to look like, as well as your data. Your video itself, for the another options of video as well, no longer than 3 minutes, needs to be at least 1 minute. It needs to be of stuff you're filming. Like this is not, let's go on YouTube and find all these different videos, or look at Google search and find all these pictures. It needs to be something that you are creating. You will need to post it to YouTube. If you decide to work with anyone, they also will need to post it to social media as well as to you. You and your group members need to all post it to social media. It's a PSA. The goal is to get other people to know about it. And in general, you're essentially, what's the problem and what are the solution? You do not have to be in the video. You can if you want to, but you do not need to be in the video. You're allowed to work with 1 or 2 students. If you're like, I don't know anyone, I'm happy to help you out. Like if a couple of people are like, hey, I want to work with other people, I can connect you guys. You'll submit it into the discussion board as well as your link to social media. All right, your second option is an ad, so a commercial. This commercial can be on an environmental product of your choice. So think about different commercials you've seen. Like instead of makeup, maybe it's a environmentally friendly makeup. I don't know, but you choose a product, whatever product you want. Pretty much everything about this video is very similar to the PSA. It's just what exactly you're advertising or talking about is different. And then finally, your last option is creating a flyer. But the flyer is a review of an environmental product that helps you to become waste-free. And so what that means is that you're advertising an item that helps you to reduce waste. So for example, you could buy water bottles, right? But they're one-time use and then you recycle them. Or you could get a reusable water bottle and that's it. Like you don't have to throw it away. You don't have to do anything. Like that is your water bottle, hopefully for life. Now I am banning reusable water bottles as well as reusable shopping bags because that's easy. That's low-hanging fruit. That's something a lot of people already do. So you'll have to explore, and I encourage you to use Google. You'll have to explore other products that exist that help us to reduce our waste. So this flyer does need to include a couple things. I mean, this is essentially your ad, but in paper form for that product. Lastly, on this last page, or last 2 pages, I do have tips for making the flyer, as well as tips on how you can get ideas for products you can use. I give you tips on programs you can use. And then if you're doing a video, whether it's the commercial or the PSA, I also give you kind of tips for how to record using a microphone, programs that you can use to edit that are free, background music. So there's a lot of resources on these last 2 pages. Now, I just did a quick overview of the instructions. I'm just going to navigate quickly to our Blackboard course. Here's the information. Here's your quick quiz. I will click into the topic selection. So it's a wiki page. And essentially what you're going to do, let's say you want to do a PSA. First indicate, are you doing this for extra credit? Like, is this your second topic? Or leave it blank if you're like, nah, this is what I'm doing. What's your topic? What's your name? And if you have any partners, if you're like, oh yeah, me and Karen are going to work together, or I want to work with a person and I'll help connect you guys. The important thing here, so you see it's blank. I don't have topics for you to sign up for. You're coming up with your topic. Make sure you're looking to see if anyone else has done that. So if your topic is climate change, but someone else has already signed up for a topic and it's climate change, you can't choose that. You have to choose something else. So here's where it benefits you to get this done early so that you can do something that you really want to do. And yeah, so do things early. That's really, just do things early. So that's pretty much it. Now, I kind of went through the instructions pretty quickly. Make sure when you're turning in and working on your assignments, read through them carefully. It tells you exactly where you're going to get your points. It tells you exactly what you need to include. It gives you all the information you need to get an A on the assignment. But it's just up to you to make sure that you're reading it. If you're lost at all, check Blackboard, check the syllabus, check the instructions, and I don't want to say guarantee, but it's very, very, very likely that your questions are already answered somewhere. Good luck.